All right, welcome everybody to the show. West Coast Wolf, your host. Tonight's episode is going to be called Tech Talk, Q&A for the technology challenge in our community. I just want to go over a few things. I'm not sure how long the show is going to last today because it is Labor Day weekend. Everybody's out celebrating and whatnot. But I do want to go over a few things with you guys. I've been quite a few emails on different questions regarding the show, regarding our past, and where we're going forward. And I just need you guys to understand a few things, okay? We as a community are very, very technology challenged. You might hear people say on TV how, the world is moving forward and technology is the future. They're not talking about black people. And yes, although we have created a lot of things in the history, you can look it up, we've created a lot of things, but in reality, we're so far behind. We're literally like 120 years behind white folks in getting things, building wealth, passing on to generations. Also, we're so far behind technology. Because, see, the new thing called the technology boom, this thing is invisible to us. Black people, we like to see things. We like tangible things. We like to be able to touch and feel things. And the problem with that is technology is not always in a global arena because we're playing ball against people we don't know, we don't see, we can't touch, we can't feel. And that's really killing us economically. It's killing us in marketing. A lot of us have businesses out here. All we know how to do is hand out some business cards, talk to a few people. But if you knew technology, if you knew what you didn't know about technology, you can really pass those things on to the internet and let other people view you who would normally wouldn't be able to touch you, feel you, or talk to you. So I think it's very important that we start addressing technology because we're so far behind. Let me just tell you about myself. My background, I got over 12 years experience in the technology industry, okay? That's supporting it, that's fixing, that's building things in the technology world. That's setting up mobile devices, setting up computers, fixing computers, building them, networking them. And I need you guys to understand, if you got some questions you need answering, don't be afraid not to know because I got a few people that call me on a regular basis who need help. And it's okay to need help. What's not okay is for you to just sit there and just be stuck, knowing people are in your reach and your grasp that can really help you. I hope that makes sense to you guys because we need so much help. And let me explain to you that we're not going to get the help that we need for the most part by the people who run this economy. See, they like for you to be behind because the farther and farther you get behind, the chance of you making money goes slower and slower, and we get farther and farther behind. Because we can't build things like we did in the industrial age. They're building cars, yes. They're building machinery. But the machinery that they're building requires people with some technology background, some know-how. So there's only so many people who are going to be carpenters, roofers, sheetrockers, mechanics, okay, electricians. There's only so many people who are going to do those things. And unfortunately for us, the new generation of people don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to work hard. They prefer to go and do it and get a technology job. But you know what? Everybody can't be the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Everybody can't be the founder of Instagram. Everybody can't be the founder of YouTube, Google, Apple. We all can't have those jobs. Matter of fact, with Apple on the board, there's no black people on the board of Apple. Did you know that? There's no black people on the board of Apple. So what does that tell you? That tells you we are not in the future for these people. So if you don't pick up a book, if you don't grab your nephew, your niece, or somebody like me to sit down with you or to call on the phone and ask a few questions or send me an email. You guys all have my email address. And the email address for those who don't have it, it is bayareablack@gmail.com. That's BAYAREABLACK@gmail.com. Use the email address, okay? Don't send me no spam. Don't send me no stuff, chain letters. Don't send me none of that crap. I don't want to see that stuff. Don't send me none of that stuff. Send me business-related stuff or send me questions regarding what you don't know how to do. I don't want any spam in my email box. So if you have questions on how to do certain things, technology-wise, you need to be asking people who know, okay? Don't sit there and like a knot on the log and just drowning, because that's what we're doing right now. We're drowning as a people in this country. We don't know technology, and all the jobs, literally, all the jobs, let me tell you, 90% of the jobs that's coming out now that you can take care of a real family with, those jobs have some part technology involved, technology-driven. I talk to millionaires on a regular basis from my work. I talked to a guy just a few days ago. He invests in startups, okay? He's a venture capitalist, okay? Millionaires. And I asked him, I said, you know what? John, his name was John. I said, John, what are you investing in now? What's the hot thing now? He said, right now, I'm putting my money in virtual reality and AI. And for those who don't know what AI is artificial intelligence. What does that mean for you? It's got something called autonomous cars right now. They're testing these cars to run without a driver, okay? Some of them not even going to have a steering wheel. That should tell you something, family. The next part of our life, the next decade in our life, is going to be controlled mainly by technology. Yes, the guy who creates programs, the guy who actually has an idea to create a company, start a company, yeah, that might make him a billionaire. But you need to ask yourself, how many jobs are being removed from this economy by this new deal? He might make billions of dollars. See, you in the marketplace, you have to bring value to the marketplace. And right now, value to people are the big investors want to spend less money on making money. What does it mean for you and I? If we allow everybody to come over here from other countries, get these technology jobs to create businesses, and we don't get our foot in the door, we're going to be left behind as beggars. If you look at the YouTube video or the audio that I put up last week, if you didn't make the call last week, go to the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, once again, for somebody, because somebody emailed me this, they want to know what the YouTube channel was, which is ridiculous, but I told them anyway. Our YouTube channel is the Bay Area Black Community. 4 words, the Bay Area Black Community, okay? But you know what? If you just put in Bay Area Black, okay, it'll come right up. And I don't understand how somebody wouldn't know Bay Area Black Community. It's the name of my business that we involve ourselves in today. It's called the Bay Area Black Community. Why wouldn't I have an identical name for YouTube? I don't understand that. I don't get why somebody wouldn't know that, but it was a question that I got. So we have to sharpen our skill set, family. We do. And if you can't get by with knowing to understand some part of technology, I'm not saying you got to go and know how to fix technology. But if you don't know how to use it, for example, I could be in my car. I talk to my phone most of the time now. I tell my phone what I want to do. If I'm looking for one place, I say, okay, Google, pops up, and I talk to it. Even if it didn't do that, I know how to search. I know how to use a search engine. What is a search engine? A search engine is where you put the search bar. It's a search bar in a browser, like a browser is Internet Explorer. A browser is also Chrome. A browser is also Safari for the iPhone people. A browser is what you surf the Internet with, okay? That's where you put in the www, okay? That's a search option. Now, Google sometimes has a separate search bar where you have it says Google or a G, and you can type in what you're looking for. Okay, that's one thing. but it's very, very intuitive. So even if you misspell something, it's going to give you some options to figure out what you might have wanted. So use your phone to pull up things that you need information on. See, a lot of our people won't read a book. We won't read. And you know what? That's killed us. They said one time, if you want to hide something from black folks, put it in a book. Our ancestors fought, got killed for reading, but now we won't read anything. All we want to read is Facebook updates, Instagram updates. You ask anybody how to get to Facebook, they know how to do it. I guess Instagram, they know how to do it. They try to find some useful information outside of who's doing what and who, they don't have no clue. So I'm telling people right now, if you're not a retired person, if you're not retired, and you make enough money monetarily, like you make enough money to live a comfortable life in retirement, you have to go out and get a job anymore, okay, I'm probably not talking to you. Because you personally can go in your life and live a peaceful life in your retirement. You make enough money on your check to live comfortably. So you ain't got to know too much about technology. It'll behoove you to know a few things about it, but you're not dependent upon it. But for those who are in the working world, those who have to go to work every day, or need a job, or need income, okay, who hasn't done their 40 years or so, 50 years, okay, in the working force, you need to know technology. I'm going to tell you straight up, family, even down to drivers, truck drivers. They have a company called Auto, okay? The founders were those people came from Google. Google is the first company, I should say, that has decided to create a car without a driver. So the people who left the company went and started another company called Auto. Okay, Auto was bought by Uber recently. The ride-sharing company Uber just bought them because they want to get a head start. Well, they're kind of behind because Google started already, but they want to get a foot in the door on automotive automatic cars without a driver. They call it autonomous cars. Autonomous cars meaning no driver, automatically driving the car to go from point A to point B. They got trucks they're testing right now. They're testing cars also. Uber just started a pilot program in Pittsburgh. So why am I telling you these things, Sammy? Black folks, we're not mainly in technology right now. There's a few of us out there, a handful of us. But you know what? They overlook us for those jobs. So what you need to do, learn how to create a job. Create technology-driven companies so you can employ your own people. But we have no platform set up to train minorities, black folks mainly, on how to get technology going. So with that being said, if you can't get involved in that world, how do you get the piece of the pie? There's always, look, the Hispanic community has taken most of the low-level jobs. They're doing things that we didn't want to do. It's getting to the point now, though, family, people don't even look at us as being employable. So if you're not a builder, you're not a creative person in the labor force, in the unions, or in like just trade skills, if you don't have that skill set, what are you going to do for a living? There's nothing left but manual labor. I'm just telling you what it is, family. Look, I'm blessed to have went to school and learned about technology, and I feel like I consider myself a bridge. I understand the old, I understand the new. That's why it really worries me that our people only know how to work other people's technology like a Facebook or a social media site. And social media alone is not going to save you. It's not. We're not going to, if there's no more, if you look around, try to find a mom and pop black-owned restaurant or store nowadays. Try to find one. These big companies are coming in, these globalists, these people coming in, and they're taking over. Look at Walmart. Walmart's a prime example. Walmart came through like a hurricane, took out all the small businesses in the area. They came in, they had their own pharmacy. They had grocery store now, electronics. All the little mom and pop stores of the 60s and 70s are going away because of people like Walmart. And they're paying people real dirt cheap. They're paying people dirt cheap Why they make all the big money. So you got to look at it like this. If you cannot do a job that most people in your area cannot do and do it well, how are you going to stay employed in the next 10 years? I'm looking around at my friendship base and looking around at my family base and look at it like this. I don't know anybody over the age of 25 years old that are not struggling to make it, ends meet. Not in my immediate circle. Everybody's struggling. But you know what? One thing is in common with most of them. Most of them don't know technology. It's a couple people I know who are not technology driven or technology expert or not really what they call a power user in technology, but are doing pretty well because they have other skill sets. They have trade skills. I think my friend Marshall said before, he said they're going to always be building something in America. They'll always be building. So he's going to go out and get his heavy equipment operator's license. And that's good. That's smart. But outside of builders, you must know technology of some kind. You can't get by not knowing it. You can't. It's no longer you can turn your head on it because there's more and more Indian people coming here, and they all technology sound. Or they got a great finance degree. Or they know how to make the money. They know the money game. They know the stock market game. What's your trade? What's your skill set? Because it's not going to be enough anymore to get by. You can't get by anymore. I'm sorry. You're going to get by. Because if you think the Hispanic community right here that live in America, in California for that matter, is going to be looking for jobs more than the black person, then you fooled yourself. It ain't going to happen. They're going to work before you work. And the only way you're going to get a job over them is you have a skill set that they don't have. You have a small window of opportunity, okay? Small window. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll take myself too. I'm always learning. I read things that's going to help me better myself and my future. I study. I read. I listen. If you're not where you want to be, you should not be spending most of your time playing music, dumping your music, playing a little hip-hop, whatever it is you're doing. You should spend most of your time learning or trying to find things you don't know how to do to get yourself in a better position because the clock is ticking, family. A brother came on here last week and said, hey, we have 10 years. I said 2 years. He said 10. Well, imagine if you do working in 10 years in some high-level position or maybe it's a medium low-level position. I say 2 years to get a good foothold. Otherwise, we need group economics like yesterday. See, I disagree with my brother. He believes 10 years. I disagree. I believe like this. If you're going to go wait 10 years to get things together, it's too late because you got to get a foot out. You got to have a foundation, family. It's like building a house. I'm not a builder, but I'll tell you one thing. Every time somebody puts a house together, they do a few things I've seen happen, a few things first. They all do the same thing. They get the landscaping down, part of the foundation. They put a cement block down, level the land they're going to put the house on. Okay? They put a foundation up first. You can't jump to putting a house together. You haven't prepared your foundation. What am I telling you? I'm telling you that if you don't have a foundation in technology, you will never be able to build on that. You will never be able to understand that job. And you will never be able to have a job in society because you won't pass the interview. People can bullshit a little bit. But you can bullshit on technology when somebody sitting there and seeing no technology. You sit down, they ask you, okay, Mr. John Doe, do you know how to work Office? Office? Excuse me? What's that? The interview is over. You know what Microsoft Office is. You're out the door. Mr. Doe, do you know how to format a spreadsheet? Yeah, what's that? Do you know how to format a Word document? Huh? Okay, you out of that job. You know Office job. Okay. And another question. Mr. Smith, do you know how to get to the BIOS in a computer, the bio, what's that? You're out of that job. Mr. Smith, do you know how to use Google pretty well? Oh, I know Google. I know how to do Google. Yeah. Can you find a document, a how-to document on creating a postcard? Can you find me a document on how to create a postcard? Can you find me a template to create a postcard? Can you find me a template online? A template online. See, it's over. It's over. You family, this is more serious than you think it is. You only have one body. Telling my cousin this other day. You only have one body. And when your body is done, them folks will put you to the side and get a fresh body in there. Slavery has not stopped. All right, look, I hurt my back too. Listen, I did all the hard work jobs, construction work jobs, manual labor, cutting grass, pulling weeds, outside, yard work, whatever, manual labor, tip agencies. I did all of that. But listen, I'm over 40 years old now. I ain't trying to do that no more. But what helped me survive is my technology background. But nobody gave me what I know, fam. I had to go to school. I had to take trade schools. I had to go and study and read books, watch videos about what I know. So now that I have a good grasp, I have a foundation. Went to school, got a great foundation in computer stuff, great foundation. And let me tell you something. From that foundation, it gave me confidence, family, to go into the working world and tell them, put me in the game, coach. I can make it happen. It's to the point now, because of the technology background, if I'm going to go do some computer work or whatever it is, all you got to do is show me what you want done. Show me a couple times. I have a great enough foundation in computing that I can figure it out. Most places I've been, family, honestly, this ain't not being no bullshit, not being cocky. Most places that I've been in the top 5% of whatever job that was. I've had 10 jobs or whatever in the computer industry. In a week or two, I was the team lead. And because I'm, think I'm all that. But yeah, I know I have a great foundation in technology. I'm not going to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm not going to be the dumbest guy in the room either when it comes to technology. So my thing to you family tonight is, this is Q&A, Tech Talk, okay? I'm gonna do this probably. I'm gonna do once a month, at least till I feel comfortable with our main audience, people who are always on with us. I want to make sure everybody's in a good, comfortable place. If you're not comfortable now, prepare to get very uncomfortable, because we got to dive into this, because you cannot survive the next 10 years, brothers and sisters. You can't survive in this world and make money without knowing some form of technology. It's not going to happen. It's going to make you more efficient. Your numbers will grow astronomically. There's a lot of stuff I know how to do, family. I just don't have time. I mean, listen, I can put out, I can get together, and if I don't know it, I know who does know it. That's the other thing about being smart. But you're not digress. I wish I could duplicate myself. But unfortunately for me, most of my friends don't have a good technology base. They don't. So people come to me for technology stuff. It's okay, but it would be great if you try to learn some things on your own. Read a book. Now, if you're a young guy, you got plenty of time. You should know something. You're on Facebook all day. Here's the thing. If you're on Facebook most of the day and you don't know anything but Facebook, you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting. And if you're struggling, you're bullshitting. Because you cannot get by in this world the next 10 years. Mark my words. Doesn't matter who's president. The next 10 years, family, there ain't going to be no jobs available for black folks. Right now, all we got left is service-level jobs. Manual labor, okay, driving, security work, landscaping. Few jobs in landscaping, but Netflix took that over for the most part. So my question is that if you got questions, email me questions about what you want to know how to do, and perhaps I can get you some resources that's going to help you. But you have to have time. I'm not saying you can sit there every day and do an hour or two, but try to make out 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day on one subject, Sam. Just one subject. 15 minutes a day. So you email me your questions, technology-wise. If you're not in my area, I'll respond to you best I can with some information that may help you. But you need to have a good foundation. You see, when somebody talking to me, high level talk to me about technology stuff, every time I talk to somebody white or something, or Asian, or Indian, that's the main people who are really having those type of jobs, they talk technology with me, maybe some high-power coding or programming and whatnot. I say, okay, so this works like that, it works like this, okay. And we have a decent conversation. They say, oh, what's your background? You understand it? They just surprised that I understand. Because you know what? They ain't going to say it, but it's clear to me. Most black folks, don't know shit about technology. I get it. I'll pay it off. Yeah, I know. Oh, really? What you did before? Oh, that's good. But listen, family, I've never been a programmer before. I don't know shit about programming. I'm not no coder. But I think I maybe look at it and dive into it a little bit when I get some time and learn a few things about coding. But I understand technology. You see, I understand that I have a good basis, a good foundation of understanding. So when anybody talks to me about technology, I can hold my own. I'm just telling my family here, listen, if you can't hold your own, there's a lot of different apps you can use on your phone. You can download a lot of good programs you can get on your computer that can help you do what you do, whatever that might be. Skilled worker, you could be a nurse, doctor, whatever. You could be a landscaper. You could be a gardener. It doesn't matter. There's apps for that. There's programs for that. There's something to help you somewhere, family. So I encourage you, take the time out. The 15 minutes a day you might spend learning a new skill in technology might save you thousands of dollars. You see, for example, when me and my friend CJ, we talked about this whole text campaign thing. I consider it a failure because, yeah, we have a lot of people signed up, but they're still not moving in the right direction. And the killer part is, I know people personally on their text campaign, and they don't even know how to find the Facebook page. So I'm just a little bit more advanced than the people that we have so far, but you know what? I can say let's fill the lines with all young people, okay? I can say fill the lines up with all the young people. Yeah, they might have the technology that the older people don't have, but they ain't got the sound mind and suggestions that the old people got. That's different. It's trying to match them two together. So let me tell you something, family. When you find somebody in the black community that is smart, technology-wise, and mature at the same time, no matter what their age is, you need to pull them over. You need to pull them up by the coattail and take them under your wing, because that's been hard to find both, in my opinion. Somebody got different experience, I'm willing to hear it, but as far as I'm concerned right now, there's two types of black people. Black folks who are interested and don't know, those who know and not interested in movement for our people. So when I find people who are interested and don't know, I take them under my wing because I can teach you what you don't know. But if you're not interested, I can't motivate you to do something different with your own life. That's you. If you can't motivate yourself, this ain't the right movement for you. Because if you ain't motivated, then I got to drag you, and I ain't dragging no damn body. I drag my family already, okay? I ain't dragging nobody extra. And for those who don't know, I don't have a lot of family. My family's my friend. And if you're under my wing right now, if you're in my circle right now, I'll drag you to some degree. But I'm not taking on I'm not carrying no more passengers on this ship, okay? I'm just not doing that. Those of you gonna try that, go ahead, good luck with that. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt, the umbrella, and the shoes. I've done all of that already. I'm not dragging any more extra people. So I encourage you, if you want to take my advice, when you find somebody interested in moving black people in the right direction, if they're truly interested in helping us move forward as a group in any capacity, and they're not technology sound, grab them anyway. If you find people, technology sound, not willing to teach you, not willing to show you, and not motivating the movement, leave them wherever the fuck they at. Excuse my French. Leave them where they at. We don't need them. We need motivated black people right now. And I don't care from 8 to 80. I don't care. Because we're falling apart at the base. So we got to build our foundation strong. So understand that. Foundation is key. Don't let nobody tell you how smart they are and turn around the next breath say they're not interested in black people or they're interested in helping their own people. This is a waste of conversation. I'm not talking to nobody who's not interested in us. I'm not. Wasting my time. I'd rather get a white person willing to teach a class to black people on how to do certain things than to get somebody black who know everything in the world about shit and don't want to teach about it. Don't want to deal with their own people. It's a waste of time. I'm concerned. I help people over there. I got to have a lot of patience. Let me tell you something. I have a lot of patience because I don't know nobody with these things I've done for people. I don't know anyone, not anyone, who would have the patience to deal with people who are technology challenged in our community. I'm sure somebody out there, I just don't know any. And I know a lot of people. So with that being said, this is Tech Talk Q&A. Any questions you have, send your questions to the email bayareablack@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel. For the record, again, for the gazillionth time, our YouTube channel. How to find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is the Bay Area Black Community. What you will see is an African banner on it when you find it. It should be pretty obvious. Okay? We're on Twitter. For those who are on Twitter, you can find us on Twitter at Bay Area Black. The @ Bay Area Black. That's our handle. @ Bay Area Black. That's Twitter. Those who are on Twitter. You have to request to follow me on Twitter. I don't let everybody just come on. A lot of drama going on in every network, social networks. You got to screen people out. Facebook. It's real simple. The Bay Area Black Community on Facebook. We have two things on Facebook, okay? There's the Bay Area Black Community Facebook page, the Bay Area Black Community private group, okay? The Bay Area Black Community private group, you will notice the group because it will have a fist. The symbol is a fist. It will say the Bay Area Black Community and a fist. That's the group. That's a private group. What's a private group? A private group is you have to be requested to join us in the group. And I will look over that and decide that's going to be something I want to do. Me or Leon. Leon's the admin. Yolanda's an admin. Those will be people who will look it over. If you don't look suspect, look at your pictures, look at your profile. Look like somebody could vouch for, somebody know, I'll add you. I generally do the one to add. I'm the one that generally adds people, though. But it's also moderated comments, meaning what's moderated comments? You make a comment, we look it over, see if it's an appropriate comment, we'll let it go through if it's appropriate. Because let me tell you what I'm having a lot of people do. I see a lot of folks come into the group, they have no networking skills whatsoever. You know what they do? They come in and just post stuff that they want to post about their business. That's not real smart. Heaven forbid, because let me tell you something. If you know what you were doing, if you were trying to hide your own agenda, if you were, you would communicate with us and talk to us about what we got going on right now in the group. We post stuff about the economy, post stuff about what's going on in the black community, what's in the injustices we may have with the police, with politics, or whatever. We talk about it, we discuss it. But only thing if you're the person that only thinks about posting things about your own business and that's it, it's clear to me that you don't understand what networking really is. So we might let it go a time if it's something we consider valuable. We'll let you post your stuff. But if it's a post just about your business, that's the only post you ever made, I know you're not serious about this movement. You're not serious. We allow you to be in the group and kick you out. We allow you to be in the group, but we know you're not serious. You know why? Because your business is not the only business in the world, and your business is not going to save the community. It's going to help line your pockets with some money, and that's fine. That's okay. But be a part of the community. Be really a part of the community. Make comments. Be a part of the community. I see people think we're slow, or it just shows people's attitude about a lot of stuff. And it's just, It's kind of, I kind of get irritated sometimes, to be honest with you. I kind of get irritated, like, wow. That's all you got to say? Your own personal business, all you got to say about your personal business? That's it? That's all you care about? There's another website, another a Facebook group called SOBO, for the Black Oakland. And to me, it's a joke. I hate to say it. I went on there, people talking about bullshit. They ain't talking about nothing serious. A few people putting in posts in there about something good. But for the most part, it's just jaw-jacking going on. They ain't serious about nothing. They ain't even posting the news, nothing that concerns black people. It's just more like, you know, what's going on today? Oh, something's going on. We can go kick it, having a good time. Oh, it's just blah, blah. But listen, family, I look at a time where black folks won't afford the internet. I look at a time when we won't be able to afford internet. So if you live on Facebook and you do your thing on Instagram or whatever it is, that's great. But you put a lot of time in that stuff, that's not going to make you no money. And when your internet get cut off because none of us got jobs, what you going to do then? Think about it. What are you going to do when we don't have internet? Myself included. But see, I don't live on here. But I've learned a lot. Let me tell you something. YouTube, family, of a resource. YouTube is a great resource for things you don't know how to do. There's a lot of how-to videos on YouTube. You can pretty much learn just about whatever you want to learn on YouTube. So I encourage people who are on YouTube. YouTube is a good channel. You got my stamp of approval with YouTube. So Facebooking all day about what's going on with you and stuff, that's cool. But you know what? They ain't making you no money. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Me, personally, I'm on Facebook only. I post to the group. I post to the page. I check status once in a while here and there. But I don't do a lot of time on YouTube looking at, somebody post about, they're doing their hair or they're getting a haircut or, whatever. It's just, I don't got time, man. If you see my Kindle, I got so much things I could be reading if I'm not working. It's so much going on in this country, in this life. I don't have time to sit there and just Facebook surf all damn day. I see people can't put that shit down. But what you gonna do when the internet gets shut down? You think it won't happen? Let's have a civil rights revolution in this country. Civil unrest 2.0. What you gonna do? What you gonna do if Facebook go down? What you gonna do if the internet go down? What you gonna do then? You learn your skills all the time you've been on Facebook? You learn some new skills? Put some more money in your pocket? I doubt it. Not for the most part, unless you're marketing on Facebook with ads and stuff, then that's cool. I get that may work for some people. But, family, we got to do better. You cannot justify spending all this time online, social media bullshit websites, and you can't figure out how to find things in your own phone. You can't do it because you will not get a job. I'm looking for them to create. Remember what I said you. They're going to the venture capitalists are millionaires and billionaires. They're investing in AI, artificial intelligence. Look at the robot movies. Remember iRobot with Will Smith? That type of thing. So what's going to happen when the manual labor jobs get replaced by robots? Thought about that? You think it's going to happen after you're dead and gone? you think that, family? You got another thing coming. Look, that shit might happen. We might be probably 50, 55, 60 years old. So the next 20 years, family, for the most of us, we won't be retired and they'll afford to retire. So in 20 years' time, have you thought about 20 years' time, your 20-year plan? I think about a 5-year plan. I think about a 2-year plan. Think about your 20-year plan, family. You're not quite retired yet. You can't afford to retire. You're still here. And they got robots doing all the manual labor jobs that black folks and Mexicans have done. What you going to do then? Your check ain't going to be nothing. You can't retire. You have no technology background whatsoever. You have no skill set on technology. And you ain't worth $1 million yet. What are you going to do? Our kids will be grown by then. 21 years old, they'll be grown. They're still going to need money. What you going to do to them? What you going to do for them? Myself included. I need to have a nest egg set aside so my kids will have some, because 20 years from now, probably having a couple of kids by then, you know what? I don't want to look at my kids with empty pockets. So I got to stay abreast of what's going on in the world, technology-wise and otherwise. See myself going. So for everybody who listens to this on YouTube, go through the videos, go through the broadcast on YouTube, and like the broadcast, like them all. Listen to them. Everybody got earbuds in their ear. You can go to YouTube, you can pause it, go through everything, listen to it again and again and again. It's audio. I'm not spending my time uploading this to YouTube for people not to be able to watch it. I see 100 and some views on some of these channels with no likes. What they tell the people pop on the show, just to about 2 minutes, wasn't entertained enough and left. Because can't nobody tell me the things we talk about ain't that important. You can't tell me that. No, what they do was they surface so goddamn much, they ain't hearing the meat of what we're talking about. So those who are listening, like us on YouTube, because it helps people who are not in the know to say, what's that? Let's go in there and see and listen to it. Put your earbuds on at the late night when nobody's around. Put your earbuds on, or when you're in the car, waiting at a stoplight, or whatever you're doing, running, walking in the park, whatever. Put your earbuds in. If you don't have a pair of earbuds, go get you a pair of earbuds. Plug it to your cell phone. Launch the YouTube channel. Do what we're saying. Listen to things again. Something you're gonna learn every time, because I'm putting years of experience to you guys. Years. Nothing I've said I have not done myself. Okay? Let me tell you something. On YouTube alone, I cannot even count the amount of hours I spend on YouTube. I ain't sitting there watching bullshit, nothing. I'm watching stuff that's going to help me. Okay? So, I'm telling you something, family. Take the time. You're looking at 30 years of experience of things that I know about. I ain't going to talk to you about stuff I don't know nothing about. I'm telling you guys about stuff that I know personally have tried and worked for me. So what you need to be doing is taking these videos, these broadcasts, and forward them to your friends, and make them watch and make them listen to what we're talking about. You can't really make them do nothing, but you know what I'm saying. Forward it to them and say, listen to this, listen to the whole thing. We'll discuss it afterward. Like us on YouTube. Make comments. Everything helps to get the masses of ignorant black people out here in our community to wise up. Because when the lights get shut off in this country, when the internet goes down, social media sites go down, if you don't have what you need to know at that point, it'll be your own fault. Because people have told you, I've told you people who come up to the show have told you things you should be getting yourself together to do. If you haven't done at that point, you can't blame nobody but yourself. There's no excuse. If you got cell phone or data connection, there's no excuse. There's none. So, with that, family, I'm open the lines up. Press 1 in the queue. If you got something you want to say, got some questions on you with technology, we got answers. I know Leon's pretty good with technology, too. I see him in here. He's doing his homework. So, yeah, I'm open the lines up for you. I see somebody want to talk. 6647.
Hey, what's up,
brother?
How you doing? Yeah, I got this. I'm all right. Like, I'm just doing some homework. But, yeah, man, like, I actually agree with you. Like, the only thing I would say is, like, with Facebook and Instagram, too, because obviously, not most people are not going to make, like the next Facebook or the next Instagram, you know what I mean, like this, which is now owned by Facebook, like this. Most people are not going to do that. And even though, like, I'm starting to learn tech and starting to learn, like, the web development, most companies, which is not to say that you couldn't have a multi-million-dollar company and, like, just be, like, successful, whatever, or just make a few thousand, whatever. But I think where Facebook comes in handy is something like, let's say, like, this your platform, you know what I mean? This your organization you have, and like a lot of these kids, they're Facebook wizards, they're Instagram wizards.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
I think we need to teach our kids, like this. I don't have any kids, but I have a niece, and I'm trying to teach her. My brother's trying to teach her. I mean, like, she's 6, and probably don't know what the heck we're talking about. But like, teach her, and basically, like, how to use it like this. It's a tool. Now, you could waste that tool twerking, or you could waste that tool, or like you could use Facebook, like you said, to have ads to, like, learn how to market. Because a lot of these kids, they know how to social media market. They just they just market on BS. They market their idiotic lifestyle. And like, not to say that they're bad people or nothing like that. It's like, hey, like I wasted, it's like, especially when I was younger, wasted a lot of dumb time on it. But like, there's a lot of things that like, you can't kind of like, for instance, you could have certain products that like this. You could open up an Amazon store, right? Like I live in San Francisco. It's extremely expensive. If like you were to open up like this, let's say for instance, like this have family from Africa, right? Let's say if I wanted to have certain books, certain African, let's say sculptures, whatever, for my Ghana or whatever,
right.
And I wanted to like just sell to like my brothers and sisters, whatever, like this in the diaspora, open up a shop. Number one, I wouldn't be able to afford it because, especially if it's in Union Square, the tourist area, like it would literally probably cost me about $100,000 a month rent. I mean, like, and that's not joking, folks.
Wow.
I mean, if you in Union Square area, it's probably gonna, it's probably cost you about $100,000. So, and if you were somewhere else, it's definitely gonna cost you about $5-10 just to open up a shop. Like that's not even counting money. So if you open up a restaurant, it's probably gonna cost you, like not in the Union Square, it's probably gonna cost you at least $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? Just paying rent, if not more. So one thing I think we need to utilize is that we got to learn the Black Wall Street that we are rebuilding. It doesn't have to be in one area. The Black Wall Street is on the internet now. You have organization, you have a radio show, you have a community where people can meet. So basically, like your Facebook group is like an online town hall meeting. We don't all have to just meet up in one place, because we all can't, especially with gentrification. I mean, I've seen a few black people there, but we got to work extra hard now. You're right. Yeah, but the thing is, extra hard is actually a lot easier than not working, because one thing you realize when you work extra hard is how much time you just wasted on BS. Like I barely watch TV. Yeah, like I very seldom watch TV. You know what I mean? Like I watch maybe 2-3 hours a week, and that's forcing myself to watch it. You smart. I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, like I watch, just a few hours TV, because like this, you do need to escape a little bit. But, but even when I do, for the most part, it's like, like I sent you something on like Robert Greene or whatever, it talks about mastery and other stuff. And,
Robert Greene,
like I'll share.
The 48 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, like
Robert Greene.
Yeah. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like Robert Greene's a man. So, like I'm always learning from everybody, black, white, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
like all the betterment.
That's what we got books for. You're supposed to do that. But people not reading, man. I'm telling you something right now. In my car, and it's a fact. When you pay for you got to pay for the good stuff. I pay for satellite radio, right? And and trust me when I tell you, my station is not on hip hop all day. I hip hop once in the blue moon here and there. But my station right now, you go in my car, is on either CNN, but it's mostly on Bloomberg Business. Because I want to know what the world is doing, economy. That's why I know what I know, because I'm listening to what's going on in the market. Because when some shit pop off, I need to be in tune to what's going on quick. Because the market's going to happen first. Whatever happens in this country is going to hit the market first. And from there, it's trickle down to us. And how you deal with your life is up to you. But I'm seeing what people are buying, what people are selling, what people are moving. I know so much about startup companies and CEOs of startup companies, where they're coming from, what they're going, what the next projection is, next 10 years. Some of this shit's going to happen to affect my life and my future and my family. People out here wasting their time hip-hopping all day, or they out there bullshit in the street with these little ratchet-ass women out here, and these little fat dudes out here. Their whole lifestyle. I'm looking at it, you know what? Now I see how we got to be where we at. I can see it. They throw a little shit off in the market for us to feed on. And we waste our time with that kids how your 10 years go by. Folks who have kids young, they look at like, damn, I wasted 10 years of my life, 10 years of my life. This is that dude or whatever. That dude ain't about nothing. I chased it for 10, 15 years. Now my kids is grown. Now what I'm going to do? I'm a single parent mom. I got these grown-ass kids. They ain't got no future. They ain't been taught nothing. And look at me with a dead-end job. And that's what we're doing right now. It's just enough to make time wasting stuff. And it's so important that we keep getting to what's going to keep to the future, bro. We're losing on a major scale. It's surreal what I'm seeing right now. It's just surreal to me. And like, wow, nobody's alarmed at this but me. You know why? Because I keep my camera on Bloomberg business. Everybody got everything else to keep their mind filled with bullshit. That's the difference. Killing me every day.
Totally, man. It's funny too. Like I'm working. So when I'm walking to San Francisco, like I noticed that the we're studying most of the construction jobs, right? Most of the construction jobs, you have a few white guys, they're they're telling everybody what to do. You have mostly Mexicans, work hands, and then maybe you, if you're lucky, one or two, if you pass 10 constructions, like in the San Francisco, because they always repairing something, maybe you see one black person.
It's always one broken, right? It's always one black person.
Yeah,
think about that. Should we be alarmed by that, Leah? We should be alarmed by that. But nobody is.
Totally.
Nobody's alarmed. I'm like, I can't believe, man. Unreal.
Well,
that's why we gotta relocate, man.
I'll tell you, one reason too is that we have to stop trying to escape and stuff and learn to use tools. And I say this as a person who's doing this within itself. It's that a lot of times, stop watching so much TV. You know what I mean? If you do watch something, the YouTube, for instance,
educational
is very because all it is a tool. So what you do, you could watch it to watch people fight and twerk, or you could watch it to watch computer coding videos. What I do a lot. I watch a lot of entrepreneur videos.
Survival prep, how to purify water, stuff like that. It's a lot to be learned, man.
Exactly. So it's your
do certain things.
Exactly, and does your brain, man? Your brain's a muscle. Does your brain, it needs, it feeds off knowledge. So if you're always watching crap, your brain is going to fill with crap. So I say that it's with the youth, and even with people who are older, and if you're watching this, man, just you never stop learning. Just don't be afraid.
That's right.
We have to do this because black people in the city. Last time I checked, a year ago, was at 5%. That was a year. It definitely seems less than that now.
It's less than that now.
We're almost non-existent here, and it's
that. I was at Cisco today, right? One of my other jobs, and you know what? I looked around. I rarely see black people there. You're right. It's I'm saying to Cisco being white. I'm saying to white folks all the time. White, Asian, mostly white and Asian, and Indian, and Mexican. It's wow. When I see black people, I'm like, oh, that's a black person. You're right. It's bad, bro. And that's all the money comes from that area right there. All the money comes from that area.
Exactly. So, there's one thing, too, that, we have to do is that, you said, this Black Wall Street is not, it's one of those things where it has to be regional. It could be anywhere, a network with like-minded people, kind of like this me and you are talking right now. We're not in the same place. So.
Right, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I think about Leon, too. I think about that. You know what? My dream is for us to be able to, make a phone call. Let's say, Leon, you need something. Okay, no problem. We call them. Let's get in the network. We call somebody in New York who has it. Hey, he has what you need. He ain't got to fly down here. He can just get a video call with you and tell you what you need to do. We got to have a network that spans across America and Africa. We got to have a network. My goal is to have some kind of trade with Africa. That's my goal, one of my goals. I want to make sure we got, there's so many impoverished countries out here in Africa. I want to make sure, if we could do a Skype with somebody or do a video chat, okay, a trusted resource in Africa, it could be Ghana, okay, it could be Tanzania, it could be Ethiopia. A trusted resource over there, they call us, this is what we need over here. We have this problem right here. Okay, cool. Let me show you how to solve that problem. And let me see what you need to help you get yourself through this problem. And vice versa. People think that now Africans feel like in the sick age. There's some of the people in Africa are doing pretty well for themselves. So this is right now, African Americans, we over here There's gonna be some shit we need. But we might need Africans to sit us to help us because we get to the point where we're looking like third world country in our own country. So, hey, we're opening the lines of everywhere for us to survive. I'm telling you. The little Reed baskets or whatever they got in Africa, you might have to sell them over here for some reason. You never know what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, man. So I want at some point, maybe you'll be the one to create it for me. You do a website. I want to create a website, an international trade website with Africans. So we can go over there, request what they need, and we find our way to get it to them while the money in America is still worth something. And be able to give shit to them and give them what they need. So when we go visit Africa, we can go to Ghana, we can go to Nigeria, we can go to Ethiopia. When we go over there, everybody know who we are. We got red carpet treatment. We go over there, we get races over there, and we do trade. We help them and they help us. I'm telling you, man, we can't depend on America to give us anything. It's sad people still thinking they're going to give you something over here. They're not. If you learn this website, you learn how to create stuff. If you learn coding, you learn how to create something. If you learn skills, trade skill carpentry, you know how to create something. Electrician, learn how to create light in the environment. Plumbing, piping, sheetrocking, landscaping, all that creating stuff, you can make a business out of that. But if you just look at your job, oh man, who's going to hire me? What can I do? Man, you're going to be stuck in 10 years in this country. I'll tell you right now.
I definitely agree. It's funny too how like people always talk about these, like about the immigrant rights and like wouldn't all these other people stay.
Right.
And sometimes I see some black people saying this too. Don't get me wrong, like I'm not anti-immigrant. You know what I mean? Like like that would be against my family are like immigrants, but they're legal. But
black people actually come over here. Make sure y'all legal to get over here.
Exactly. Exactly. But what they do, they're like, what I see some black people like, oh yeah, we can just to a certain extent, because like this one argument I hear is that they take jobs other people don't want. Well, that's true and false at the same time. Meaning like people might not want to take the job for that price.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is, too, right? For that price. Hey, for the right price, boy, look here. If janitorial service pays $30 an hour, shit, look here. We'll get them out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody clean the hell out of the bathroom for $30 an hour.
Exactly. So like they don't want to pay for that price. So the thing about it is like like not to say that I think everyone should be kicked out, but I'm definitely not one of those guys out there with his fist out saying, "Hey, let them stay." Totally. I'm with you on that. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. They gotta go. I'm sorry. Exactly. Be legal here. And I know people hate me to say that, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. You looking at the one side because black folks are suffering out here, and they're gonna let people come over here. But you know what? The powers that be knew they did, but they had the Luther workforce, so we'd be suffering anyway. Every time somebody new come over here, they make the black man the underclassman. I'm an underclassman. Keep happening. Totally. As soon as the news people come over here, like they replace them. Kind of like I remember I was watching this thing in like this, like it was about the 60s, whatever. And I was basically looking at it like, damn, like so the black people were basically the Mexicans at that point. And what I mean by that is,
we too dark skin. Look, you can be African or not. Africans come over here from Africa. They're gonna still put them under us. They might be above the African American because they don't think African Americans are the shit that happen over here. But the Africans gonna be below the Mexicans too if they allow it.
Well, totally.
They would do it. They would do it.
I told you, like I posted this one article. I remember like it was maybe a year ago. Like it was in the Bay Area, like like the community Facebook group, and like it was talking about the Ethiopian Jews. But like Ethiopians are like Afro-Semitic. They're black people. I mean, like a lot of them are black. I mean, like they're all black, but I mean, like a lot of them are like Afro-Semitic. Black people that mix with Semitic people, like Jewish people, Arabs, whatever. And, but, so sometimes, like, I got Ethiopian friends that are cool, but some of them act a little like this, especially once they get here, like, they act a little better, this or that, I'm like, like this. They went to Israel, and they get treated like niggas. if not worse.
Yep,
I mean, I don't want to curse you much on your site. I mean, like it's like radio.
No,
but,
no, this is blog talk. You see how you feel. We don't care about cursing on here. That's on the web. On here, we say what we want to say. You say whatever you want to say. No, if they can't handle it. If you just think about cursing on the blog talk radio, then you probably ain't doing shit in your life because you're so sensitive. You never been to work with black people because black folks, we so politically correct. No, I'm sorry, man. On here, speak freely. You can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Thank you. So the one thing too that we have to get over this crap is like we try to be so divided. I mean, for instance, like in the Dominican Republic, like another thing I posted on you today. I mean, like months ago, where they're talking about how, basically, like this, you had Haitians or people that were accused of being Haitians. I mean, like this, they passed it under the whole guise of like, hey, like we getting out like illegal Haitians that are working, but that was like only one part of it. Like another part of it was that the Haitians, dark-skinned black people, right? Some who may have been of Haitian ancestry, but generations ago, 4 or 5 generations ago, like they had to prove that, that they're like something in their it was just like even 5, 6 generations. They had to prove their lineage? They had to prove their lineage? They had to prove their lineage, yeah. So they kicked out, so they kicked out a lot. And the thing about Dominicans is most of them are mulatto or like light-skinned black people. So the thing about that... They had major fights with them over there. Over the little water that separates the two countries. They had major bloodbaths over there because the main dude over there was running in Dominican Republic. He's going to be white. He even got skin bleach. He made the statue of himself lighter. I mean, he was Negro. He when they made it, he was Negro. So everybody on the Dominican side think they're better than people on the Haitian side. I'm talking about that. Okay. But the Haitian guys took more than everybody. They killed everybody in white hair and took their island back. Shit. Oh yeah, well, the thing about that though. So bad over there. Oh yeah, but the thing about that though, and like, cause you even have a little bit over here where like this, we have the colorism thing too, and one thing we had to get over is that this, to the white supremacists, we all niggas. So I mean, like regardless if we want to talk about this, we could fight over each other. I mean, we could fight each other over some BS, but really, man, Leon, if I could teach people to let that go, man, we could do so much out here. They tell me in South Africa, I have been there, they said they got 3 types of people: white, colored, and the black folks. And how the hell we allow it to happen? Because if you're a colored person, you got one of the person's white, one of them was black. So they got they got townships over there. This girl said about she went to South Africa, and they said she wanted to do she wanted to work abroad, right? So what happened was they said she wanted to do X amount of things, and she said that one would have put her in the colored community because what she wanted to do. And the white lady ran the program, and the other white lady said, well, I'm not sure you want to go over there. I'm not sure it'd be a good fit for you. And she was dark skinned. But the program she wanted to get involved in was in a colored township. And the white girl, her white girlfriend that she went over there with, her program that she wanted to be involved with would put her in the black community, a white girl. So it said, what the lady did, the white lady who just controlled the whole program, she put them based on the class people anyway. Not based on what they want to do, but based on their color. And that was fucked up because it's not what she wanted to do. She had a great time, she had a great experience, but the lady placed her where she wanted to be anyway. See, we got to get over this because white folks is putting people in positions of where they want you to go anyway. That's white supremacy at the highest level. That's what I tell people, you think you got a good job, you can keep your little head down. Look here, man. That ain't going to work for you. You there until they don't need you no more. Get into your head, work with your people while you got strong energy and you're young and vibrant. Do that now. Don't wait to get an old man and try to work with your people. It's too late for you. For a lot of ways. It's so, the thing. Bad. Oh yeah, well, the thing about it too, like like the colored people and the black people, they will argue, and the colored people, just light skinned black people, whatever it is, they mix a little more, but like this, they'll get the dark skinned people versus light skinned people, and then we'll argue over that, and then we're both literally getting destroyed by white supremacy. I mean, instead of taking on who we should be taking on, so like we're fight over little token trinkets, you know what I mean? So that's one thing too. So I think yeah, like this. That's one thing too. Like as we continue to grow economically, we go, you know, like this. We got to keep, spreading the history and awareness of it, because a lot of times we have these feelings and we don't even know why. Yeah, like I remember growing up in Detroit.
That's true.
Yeah, like I remember growing up in Detroit, and like being a dark skinned guy, like African guy. I remember it was two different people that kind of got it. I remember, I saw some light skinned people who were like extremely light, and a lot of times like this, they will get crap for being too light. And then it was like the people that were too dark.
The problem with you also, we give our light skinned people shit because they like they can pass for white. But then we give our black people shit for being too dark. It's like we gotta stop doing that, because that's killing us at the core, man. I got people right now in my group. They always had the fight coming up because they was light skinned, so people would mess with them more because they was light skinned. But then they get with the people who are dark skinned, say, okay, you're not really one of us. But then the white people won't fit you either. So they had to be tough because the black people who were dark skinned thought they was weak because they was light skinned. So they'd always fight. They'd always fight. And then I invite vice versa. But it's like, you know what? Our money is green. And we can come together and do something big with this thing, man. But it's like, you know what? We got to get past that. So from a technical perspective, Leon, from a tech talk, give us some ideas of what you think black folks should be learning how to do as far as, technology. What should they be working on? We know Instagram and Facebook. Give us some ideas of what you think they should be learn how to use as far as technology for black people.
Okay, well, like I'll say this for like black people, young or old. I would say learning code is cool. Like not everybody is tech friendly, but for instance, okay, like let's say like you're great at Facebook, you're great at social media, like you're great at like I know people. They have tens of thousands of people on sites, and they're like doing literally nothing with that knowledge. They just literally social media famous. You know what I mean? So if you literally have that skill, be a consultant. You know what I mean? Like literally teach people how to do it. Teach businesses how to do it. Your profiles, that's your resume. Everything you put on your social media, which is why don't put a lot of dumb crap on your site. It's literally your resume. It's a living resume that's living in cyberspace. It's literally your resume. So, like go out there, start trying to be a consultant, and just go, start small, start consulting with people that you know, but so spread out more, like contact people on social media, and literally be a consultant. Like I know a lot of white guys that have like business, and that's the thing about watching this. Like a lot of those like this entrepreneur shows, like a lot of people think, well, like I need a degree in business management, I need a degree in marketing. That definitely helps, but what matters most is your portfolio. Like this, you could, like just having a degree in something just means that you know how to read something somebody else wrote, and then write, like just write your version of it, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean that you even know how to. It doesn't even mean that you know how to work it. To actually do it in the real world. It just means you literally know how to remember what somebody says on test day. Next day, you can literally forget everything that you learned. So I'll say if you're really good at social media, go out there, start being like a social media consultant. Start selling stuff on like Amazon, just open up an online store on like Shopify or something like that. Like I don't think I have my list on me, but I remember
you actually created an ebook and you put it on Amazon. Tell people how you did that. How did you create an ebook? You wrote a book and you put it. You got it hosted on Amazon for. Tell people how you did that.
Okay, well, like number one, like just go over there. Like let's say like this, you have an idea for a book. It could be a long book, short book, whatever. Continue to write. I mean, just like this, whatever your thing is, kind of brainstorm your ideas, concepts, of what you want to have to do. Like write about it. You remember, like each chapter is pretty much just an essay, really. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a novel, it's a long book, short book, is a reality book. Each chapter is kind of its, it's kind of like a little, you know, little essay. So don't trip about like how there's, even if you want to make a book that's 200 pages or you want to make a book that's 20 pages or whatever, like just make something that's good. Get your point out, what you want to do. So like Word is probably the best thing to actually use. Amazon Word.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not Amazon Word. Microsoft Word.
Right?
I mean, just Microsoft Word.
About, man. Microsoft Word.
Microsoft Word is actually probably the best thing to use, whatever. And then
so
after that,
so you created in Word, and then you took it. How did you upload to Amazon in a book format? How'd you do that? You did like an ebook.
Yeah.
How'd you do that for Amazon?
Okay, well, this is a few things I'm going to say.
You could charge for that. Did you charge for that too?
Totally.
How you do that.
Yeah. So, okay. So, for instance, this Amazon actually allows you to make. I'm actually going to put it in paperback later on. Like my mom's coming in a couple of weeks, so I've just been fixing up stuff the last few months for her. So I haven't had a lot of time to really, like get it. But probably like a month after she comes, I'm going to get it in paperback form too. But Amazon has this thing called CreateSpace. CreateSpace is a company that actually allows you to not only turn your books into Amazon Kindle books, right?
Okay. So they convert. So you write a book. Okay, so look at this. You write something in a Word document, okay? Then you upload it to Amazon. It's something called CreateSpace.
Yeah, like this. Yeah. Like you can get to CreateSpace two different ways. Like this, you can go directly to kdp.amazon.com, and that's their Kindle thing, and then like this, you upload it there. Now like this, you still want to edit the book, and they have certain format styles that you want to use. For example, like how to use certain page break, how to make chapters. Just go to just write, for example, because like this, you want it to look right. How to edit a Kindle book. Just go to YouTube. Like I said, use YouTube. Just go there and just how to make a table of contents for my Amazon. Just how to put links in your books or whatever for Amazon. Just go to YouTube, and I would say to anybody, save that. So when it's time to edit the book, you can use that as a reference. So you can either go to ktp.com or you can go to createspace.com. So createspace.com is also owned.
KTP or KDP?
K like the letter K, D like in dog, and P like in like our favorite thing. So KDP.
Okay.
So so K the letter K. KDP.amazon.com. So K the letter K, D is in dog, and P as in peanuts or whatever. You know what I mean? So KDP.amazon.com.
And you take your work, that you create a Word, and you submit to them, and they'll put a Kindle form for you.
Yeah. They put a Kindle form for you too, or you could also go to CreateSpace, which is also owned by Amazon. CreateSpace, CreateSpace.com. CreateSpace. So this Google CreateSpace, and you could upload your ebook there, but they also make paper book form, so it'd be print on demand. So like if I order a book from you, you could also have the paper book version. Not only that, you could also use their technology to make like an audio book too, if you decide to do that too. So like the technology is there. And for instance, if you that kid,
tell me this, okay, what do they charge you to create a book that way? How much does CreateSpace charge to use their service for you to do that?
Well, like
Amazon, is it a per document, or is it one time fee for 1,000 books or 1,000 ebooks downloaded, or how do they charge for that?
Well, like this Amazon Kindle, like the KDP, they actually don't charge you. You know what I mean? Because they're making a profit off of you.
Because when they sell it, they get a cut.
Yeah. Like they get a cut, and they actually give you a better cut than if you did it with a normal person. So that's why I say like those marketing skills. If you know how to do something, for instance, if you're like a social media master, or whatever, you're one of those kids, write a book on social media marketing. They got tons of those books. like there's guys like that, especially if you get a good niche like that, especially if it's not, I don't like, like, let's just keep it 100, like, if it's not race specific, like
right.
this, you get a lot of, like, let's say this, how to be a social media marketing person. This, you don't have to show your face, whatever. Like this, you got guys that make a good amount of money, year round off of that. So we both know a guy named Roman, right? And Roman, he's good at Bitcoin. And I remember I was talking to him, found out that like he made a book on how to make Bitcoin. So like first I would say to go with Amazon, the Kindle, the KDP.amazon.com. But if you want to literally make a hard, not a hard copy.
Or hardcover,
paperback.
Paperback.
Yeah, okay. Like just go to CreateSpace. It's like just I've been there, like I have an account there, but I haven't made the paper book yet. But I believe that this is a small fee for just how to make the cover or whatever. But as far as per download for the book, like per, how much it costs for the book. The book's on print on demand, so it doesn't cost you anymore, just to do the cover and design. It might cost you a little bit. But, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable. So, like, is that
okay, so I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
I got a book, right? I got a 200-page book. And can I tell them how much I want to charge for this book? I'm about to have you heard the show about this, man, because you've done it before. People need to know how to do this because you've done it before. And how do you set the price point for your book? And let's say I charge $10 for this book, right? Amazon is the one going to put the book together. You got your cover already made, and they're going to ship it to somebody. Start shipping and handling. How much of that $10 are you going to actually see?
You said what? How much of the $10 you actually see? So, for instance,
you set the price point, right? You set your own price point, right? You do that because you get the book.
Yeah.
You say I want $10 for this book, right? Amazon does all the handling for you, drop shipping and whatnot. They handle all that shipping and handling, and also the host of their site, you got an account with them. How much do the percentage they take out of that money at $10 per book? How much of that you going to see? 80 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents?
Well, for instance, like this, Amazon takes about 30%, which is actually extremely good.
Okay.
It's extremely cheap. Okay. But for instance, if you went to Simon and Schuster's, I know guys that sell hundreds. Like this, some entrepreneurs I just follow that charge.
Yep.
Yeah. They sell like this hundreds of thousands of books, and still like you have people that still don't make a whole lot of money because those guys may make maybe 20 cents off a book, this or that. So wow. Yeah, but if they selling that much, it definitely makes up a lot, and they got the big company behind them. But big company or not, you still got to make yourself a, I don't want to say like a brand ambassador, but you need to make yourself, like this. When I think of Wolf, I think of, community organizer. I think about black activists. I think about, like radio hosts. Like make yourself something. So like if you're, and it is not about lying. Actually, honesty is the best policy, right? So, for instance, if I went up there and said I was the greatest book guy, whatever, you look like, oh, no, that's not. But if I say, hey, I'm a guy that's coming up, and like this, you can respect that. You can respect that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, don't be ashamed of who you are like this. If you're great at social media thing, use that. Write a book for it. Market that stuff. Like, use YouTube. Like, that's definitely one thing that I'm going to start using more often. Like, I think me and you need to get a show, start like this.
We got to do a hangout. Do like a hangout from, right? A YouTube hangout.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, to start, like, interviewing, like, black business people like this, or talk about black business people, whatever, figure it out to inspire some of these young people. But, just make yourself the word just escapes me right now. Like I'm actually about to get off in a few minutes.
We got to do, you're right, we got to do interviews. I'm going to cut the show short. The word's been going a while. We have 30 minutes left. I'm going to cut it shorter tonight. But I want to do, Leon, that's a good thing. I want to do a show with you. I want you to do a show. I want you to co-host a show on how to get your book published, or your writing published. You're a poet. And I want you to see from start to finish. When you type it all up, put a little outline together for us on Word document. I want you to host a show. So everybody, if you got a book in you, because truth be told, I probably got a book in me too at some point.
Totally.
And maybe I'll have to go ahead and get the book together, and I'm going to have it, like you said, sound like Amazon would be the way to go instead of using Simon and Schuster to gang rape me for the profit.
Exactly. Plus, like
I'm just saying, with no grease, bend me over for no grease. So I'm just thinking to myself, I might go the Amazon way. So I think a couple things people know how to do is create a document and submit to Amazon to make a Kindle version. Yeah. And also to make a paperback book version.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Like I do that. Also, I mean, you can put it on other platforms too. You can put it on Kobo. I think it's Kobo. I think that's how you say it, Kobo. You can put it on Scribe, Kobo, which is like the Netflix.
And what about Barnes and Noble platform?
Barnes and Noble has
different platforms.
Yeah, like it has Nook, but you can put it on different platforms too. But like I'm definitely down to like explain more and go through getting an ISBN number, copyright stuff like this. We definitely next few weeks I'm busy. I'm trying to like with family
Mom
stuff.
Said, I got you. Right.
Yeah,
right.
But it's like after that, like I'm definitely down. So like if for you, for instance, like if you teaching people, like regardless of the computer stuff, or like community organizing, how we could do.
I can teach people some I got some other skill sets. I never talk about reading people, social skills.
Yeah.
Social skills. How to find people, like some of the shows I've had in the past. I could probably write books about that stuff too, because knowing who you're dealing with is very important. I think we're failing in the community is we don't know who we should be working with. A lot of times we don't know how to find people we can trust. How to know the person you're dealing with is worth your time. These are things a lot of people don't know how to do, and that's why we keep getting burned. And things I've learned over in the past, I know who to work with, who I should be working with at this point in my life. So I'm just looking. I want people to bring people to the table, and we're gonna sort them out.
Well, like I'm about to get off, but
I'm looking to maybe build a book on that.
Well, totally. But I want to say one thing too, is like that's actually a great idea, because also too, like like a resume. I mean, like just who we are is like a resume. So the guy that's on social media stuff, he's great at social media. Okay, so now you're a social media expert now. I mean, literally, you got this many followers. You are an expert. Right. Like you do have a certain thing like that. You might need to, be able to write it out, because it might just be natural to you. Like somebody who's good at basketball, but who has never played on a team. He just has those skills. But figure it out. Learn more, learn how those, and like just read a bunch of other books, especially people in that platform, so you can see maybe some ideas how to write. And I mean, write it in your own words, but this you can see the common thread in anything. Just like in martial arts, like this, I could create my own martial arts, but if I learn from like your cousin, you would tell me about, like I'm not learning. I'm taking what he knows, taking what that person knows, and I'm building it around me. Like that's anything. Like when I'm writing a book, I'm not creating English. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally taking the skills I know. Like and make it usable to other people. Right. Yeah, like this, make it usable, and also too, like we all have our own experience, so make it through my experience. I'm going to word something different, than maybe somebody else that like experience. For instance, like having family. Exactly. Well, like for instance, like just having family from Africa and stuff like that, or like just with me, right? I like this. I always looked at the world as like always loved America, but I always looked at it as like not necessarily for what it has done, but for what it can do. But I look at the world like, hey, why don't we all work together? You got Chinese in Africa now, you got Europeans in Africa. Why is it this dumb, conflict, whatever? Like we should be using working with each other.
But they want to build a bottom. It's not because we like it trying on our part. The fact of the matter is, they prefer us to build a bottom so they can look like they're doing something. Capitalism is based on somebody at the bottom. People don't understand that. Capitalism is based on somebody being the bottom, permanent underclassmen, and that's why it works so well, because you got to have a poverty class to have a wealthy class, because the extra money going to somebody else, not us.
Oh, totally. Well, you know what? Knowing that now. A total. But now we know this now.
Yeah.
So now that we know this, we can use the SKP. We got Well, actually, like a lot of people. Well, like a lot of people actually don't. So, like, we literally, like, I can't tell you how many people are in the. I literally talked to this one girl at work. She's a black girl, blonde hair. Like, if she wasn't ghetto, if she was about that life as far as empowerment, she like this. I'll probably try to date her right now. You know what I mean? But she's ghetto chick, date a dude that's in prison, has 3 kids. So I don't see that happening.
Oh my God.
But like she brings exactly. But the thing is, she didn't even know that Africa was a continent. So a lot of these people don't know.
Oh my God! Don't tell nobody. I hope she don't tell nobody that. Oh my God! I hope she don't tell nobody like that. It can be embarrassing.
Well, she's probably too tough to be embarrassed, but I mean, like, this, bless her heart, as the old people say. But I mean, a lot of us don't know. A lot of us live, especially nowadays, like with the thing about social media that is great, that it connects people. The bad thing about it is that there's so many subgroups where she could literally connect with hood rats and not nobody else. All day long.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that another show. Yeah. Oh my God.
Exactly.
So true.
So like even if you're from whatever, find somebody. Hang on about 5 minutes, but find somebody who's doing something you want to do. Like I said, there's 3 sets of people you should find. Somebody who's like an equal. I mean, somebody who's doing about the same. He could be a little bit less, could be a little bit lower, but somebody's in the same, kind of like your brother, your sisterhood. You know what I mean? Then you learn from people. As black people, it's hard to find mentors, but it could be a black person. Entertainment, it could be a white person for that matter. It doesn't really matter. I mean, but definitely try to find black people too. Obviously, you definitely need that. But like to find that especially if they're not coons. So find that mentor, and then what keeps people going good is finding that student. So, for instance, when I go on your show, we do that show about how to make make books independently, whatever, being on, print on demand and, like Kindle, whatever. I'm teaching people. So teaching people makes me have to brush up on my stuff and learn stuff. You know what I mean? So, so not that like I'm relearning anything, but it keeps you sharp because you have to. So if you find if you got a little brother, got a little niece, you got a little whatever the hell, you got, mentor those people too. Because that's not only are you helping them out, you're also helping yourself out. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah.
All right, my brother, that's it for the show tonight, man. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube, but make sure everybody goes through there and like and listen to it. Just everybody has a pair of earbuds, man. So I want people to use those earbuds and you'll be able to go forward and use your time more wisely, man. That's the most important thing, man. Use your time more wisely. I appreciate you leaning on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for this Labor Day because we're probably full of barbecue and alcohol, and they're doing their thing. So yeah, man, I appreciate the time, and we'll see you next week, 8 p.m. Everybody, 8 p.m. Pacific time sharp. And you guys have a good night. That's gonna be it for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night.